Welcome everybody to both sides of the conversation. I'm John Henry, Executive Director. Today is Tuesday. You know what that means? We're going to have another segment of our Hidden Gem Show. I don't know. My PowerPoint slides ain't right. They came up short. I don't know, community. I've been having computer issues all day. I think the AI community is trying to take the bishop down. I don't know. But I guess, we'll get the information out to the community, what's coming up for today's segment. Today, we are excited because it is Tuesday. And every Tuesday, we are here to uplift and highlight the Black and brown businesses, the community leaders, and folks that are doing positive things to impact community. And these hidden gems is very important. We want to make sure community folks know where they at, how to support them, how to uplift them in the community. And we're just going to continue to do our part every Tuesday to bring those hidden gems to the community so you know how to connect. You know who they are. So when you see them, they're no longer hidden. Hey, just say, hey, I saw you. I saw you on Hidden Gems. All right, I want to support you. Whatever you want to do. But these folks are doing things in our community to move it forward. That's what it's all about. And we just always try to make sure community know information and things that's going on for community. So with that being said, it's a lot going on. It's Women's History Month. I've been celebrating all month. I just been sitting back like a cheerleading, just clapping for all the amazing, phenomenal women in the community. I've been learning about so many folks. Different folks are getting, women who are doing phenomenal things in our community out to community. And I just been excited, man, just being a blessing to just see all the amazing women that are doing different things to impact community. So I am excited about it. I'm pumped up about this Women's History Month. I'm just excited. And it's just great. And I hope the young people in the community really look up and understand that these phenomenal women are the trailblazers, the ones that are making change in our community, making impact. So I'm excited. For all of you just tuning in every Tuesday, y'all know we here. Check us out on all our social media handles at both sides of the conversation. Sign up for our newsletter so you can find out what's going on, all of the events, stuff that's going on. Check us out on our YouTube channel. See some of the community events that we're doing. Maybe you missed some of the stuff that's going on in the community. You can find some of that stuff on our YouTube channel. Again, we appreciate you all. Shout out to all of the amazing sponsors and folks that continue to keep the work that we're doing moving forward. So with that being said, the voice, he is here. Brother Mark, how you doing, brother?
Man, I am doing fantastic, Bishop. As always, glad to be here with my amazing both sides of the conversation family community. Much love. And Bishop, I'm right along here with you, man. I am enjoying celebrating Women's Month. Again, everybody got a mother. I've been blessed with a wonderful mother and some amazing women in my life personally, but just being able to take note of all the amazing women that have impacted our community, our culture, our country. And if we go back to where we're really from, how powerful the women are in our culture have always been, it's natural for us to celebrate our women. So I'm glad to see it.
Man, most definitely. That's what it's all about. To the woman, to the queen of our platform, Sister Io. What's going on, sister? How you doing today?
I'm doing amazing, actually. This great Tuesday. Hidden Gems is one of my favorite segments. So, of course, I'm doing amazing. And like you both said, Women's History Month. I've been seeing everything you guys are posting on our share, on our community post, and it's just so uplifting. It's so encouraging. It's so motivating to know where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. So happy Women's History Month to all of our amazing, amazing women out there in the community.
Man, very important stuff. With that being said, community, we're going to let Brother Mark, the voice, get through the news and events and show you guys what's going on so that we can get these amazing gems up here tonight. Brother Mark, take off. What's going on in the news?
All right, well, let's start off with a world headline. No more Gaza debates. A supervisor wants city to focus on itself and not foreign policy. After a heated debate on the Israel-Hamas war, some San Francisco lawmakers argue the city should prioritize local issues instead, like the economy and public safety, instead of looking at foreign affairs. Supervisor Joel Ingardio's resolution, supported by Board President Aaron Peskin and others, suggests focusing on municipal matters unless there's a clear consensus on non-contentious outside issues. This move reflects a broader question. Should San Francisco address its own challenges before engaging in global politics? And the debate continues as some believe the city's progressive identity includes international engagement. And also in local news, San Francisco police arrest 135 people and seize 10 pounds of drugs in first 2 months of 2024. In the first 2 months of 2024, San Francisco police arrested 135 people, seized over 10 pounds of narcotics as part of efforts to combat drug dealing and crime in the city. Officers also confiscated 11 firearms and recovered 8 vehicles. The crackdown focuses on breaking up open-air drug markets in the Tenderloin and south of Market neighborhoods. In one notable arrest, a murder suspect was apprehended with a loaded semi-automatic handgun with an extended magazine. And also, America on verge of measles mayhem. The U.S. is on the verge of a major measles outbreak, with cases in the first 2 months of 2024 nearly outpacing the whole of last year. Hundreds are feared infected in California and Arizona, and outbreaks are also suspected in Chicago and Flagstaff. Experts blame declining vaccination rates and warn that Biden's immigration policies and overcrowded shelters could increase vulnerability to the outbreaks. The measles virus is highly contagious, and vaccine rates have dropped for the third consecutive year. And our final news story: California lawmaker introduces bill to remove artificial dyes and cereals, baked goods, and other foods from schools. A California lawmaker has introduced a bill to remove artificial dyes from foods served in schools. Assembly Bill 2316 aims to ban 7 additives, including 6 artificial food dyes linked to hyperactivity and behavioral issues, as well as titanium dioxide, a whitening agent banned in the EU due to potential genotoxic effects. The bill, affecting cereals, condiments, and baked goods, would make California the first state to impose such a ban. The FDA has not established a causal relationship between dyes and behavioral problems, but the bill's proponents argue for safer alternatives. And that'll do it for the news. I'll turn it over to Sister Ayo to give us the...
Wow. All I can say is, Mark, about time they're doing something about this food. We know this food is causing so many issues with our young people. When we talk about some of the effects that young people are having, the amount of kids being born with different birth defects and stuff, we know it's related to the food. So, hey, we'll take any little change in policy. But we got to continue to keep promoting and educating our community healthy food, organic food, because we know this food is linked to all of these issues that impact our community, mental health and all. All right, with that being said, Ayo, tell the people what's going on.
And on to better news in our community this week. Join parents for public schools of San Francisco learning sessions. Topic: opportunity gap. Must register learning sessions Thursday, March 14th. Announcing San Francisco Peninsula Alumni Chapter Delta Sigma Theta, Inc. College scholarship for African American females high school seniors. Minimum of a 2.75 GPA. Apply by March 15th. Join the Society for Cultural Advancement for Rise and Thrive, a free community impact event on March 16th at 1:30 to 4 p.m. at the AAACC. Focus on financial empowerment, home ownership, entrepreneurship, wealth building, and investing. Refreshments will be provided. Discover the essential of home ownership at the SFHDC Home Buyer Workshop on March 16th, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. with Linda Brooks at Bayview Library. Food and drinks are available, but you must register. Join parents for Public Schools of San Francisco learning session. Topic: teacher retention. Learning session Monday, March 25th. Join parents for Public Schools of San Francisco's learning session. Topic: social emotional learning. Learning session on Tuesday, March 19th. Join the African American Parent Advisory Council for Camp Read A Lot, a literacy fair with free kits, books, and s'mores on March 21st, 5:30 to 7 p.m. at 1520 Oakdale Avenue. Dinner provided. Attend a reception for Mayor London Breed on Thursday, March 28th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Support the re-election of San Francisco Mayor London Breed. Enroll in the NAMI San Francisco free 8-week course advocating for young Black child, March 7th through May 2nd on Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m., boosting parent skills and system navigation for Black youth. Must register. Announcing the Mr. Q 2024 College Scholarship in remembrance of a life well lived. Scholarships for high school and college students who are interested in public health or related fields. Deadline is March 31st. Participate in Spotlight on the Arts by California Lawyers for the Arts of Multidisciplinary Arts Training. Open to 14th through 17th youth of San Francisco. Priority for low-income youth. Apply by April 1st. River of Life Church is accepting signups for River of Code Spring Session 2024 on Mondays and Wednesdays until April 3rd at 4:30 p.m. at the River of Life Church. Learn computer skills, coding, and building engineering. Join YCD Bridging the Gap and Bay Area Desperados for WAGA 19, the War Against Gun Activity 19-year anniversary, on April 13th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Bayview Opera House. All ages are welcome for live entertainment and food. Apply for your Bayview Legacy Foundation Scholarship and stipends available. Apply from March 15th to April 29th. Details at the link below. Mark your calendars for Hip Hop TV's first annual Fashion and Art Gala 2024, honoring Chantel Herden on April 27th, 6 to 9 p.m. All proceeds will benefit Chantel's children. Gain financial aid with Suzy USA scholarships for high school grads and undergrads, selected on the basis of their financial need, academic achievement, and community involvement. Join the Neighborhood Emergency Response Team for full training March 26th through May 1st at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at San Francisco Fire Department Division of Training. Tickets are at Eventbrite. Attend Estate Planning 101 with HERA, second Thursday monthly, February 8th through June 13th, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. at Booker T. Washington Community Service Center. Registration is required. Opportunities for All offers career exploration and workforce development for San Francisco youth, young adults, ages 13 to 24, living or studying in San Francisco. 2024 Summer Opportunities, programs and camps for K-8 kids. Over 160 options for learning, engagement, safety, and health. Ready for fall school. Please click the link below for details. Dreamkeeper Initiative announces Kids Summer Camp at Prince Hall Computer Learning Center for grades K-8. Free admission June 10th through August 2nd. For more information, call the number below. DCYF Youth Opportunities, ages 14 to 24. Explore the opportunities for Youth Portal for summer jobs, internships, and more in San Francisco. Ages 14 through 17. Watch for summer paid jobs opening in March. SOA's City is Mine Tech and Sports Camp, April 2nd through November 26th. Various times and locations for ages 7 through 16. APRI is hiring a Community Innovation Lab site manager. To apply, please see the link below. Kids in the City presents Hair 101 workshop Saturdays 1 to 3 p.m. at Chase Center. Youth 7 through 17 learn about unique hair. Supplies are provided. Please register below. Join SECC at Hungry Cafe 8 to 4 p.m. for co-working, eatery, and social space with delicious bites and local coffee at Southeast Community Center. San Francisco OEWD and Renaissance Entrepreneurship Center offer business support services for small business entrepreneurs in Bayview and Fillmore, San Francisco. Join the Dream Team to buy, sell, trade, size swap, and co-sign sneakers below market rate. Minding Our Own Black-Owned Business initiative by BWOPA Tile honors Black women entrepreneurs. Nominate a favorite Black woman-owned business. DKI's Senior Home Repair Program offers up to $50,000 forgivable loan to low to moderate income seniors and or disabled homeowners in distressed San Francisco neighborhoods. San Francisco Human Rights Commission holds regular bi-monthly meetings on the second and fourth Thursday of each month at 5 p.m. in San Francisco City Hall, room 416. You can also attend in person or via Zoom. Fathers to Founders Child Support Clinics every Tuesday and Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 232 6th Street in San Francisco. Get guidance on child support debt, license holds, custody, and visitation rights. DKI's Down Payment Assistance Loan Program offers up to $500,000 for down payment assistance and up to $30,000 for closing costs. Connect with housing counselors, lenders, and realtors. Walters Wellness Group hosts Sip and Paint Center every first and third and fifth Friday. Unwind and set the tone for your weekend, fueled by tea, creativity, and grounding. Hosted by Dr. Kathia Walters and her team. Join Fathers to Founders for Fatherhood Reimagined Therapy Group every Tuesday, 6 to 7:30 p.m. Food provided. APRI hosts youth workshops, job referrals, resume building, skills, internships, networking, community service hours. Fillmore's Friday Night Market, every Friday, 4 to 9 p.m. on O'Farrell Street between Fillmore and Steiner. Live music, food vendors, dominoes, prizes, and fun. Vendor booths are available. Ongoing vaccination site offers COVID-19 boosters and monkeypox antiviral pills. See times and locations below. The Community Living Room offers free breakfast and grab-and-go lunch Monday through Friday at City of Hope Cafe. San Francisco Office of Financial Empowerment offers free confidential one-on-one smart money coaching financial guidance in English and Spanish, available to anyone living or working in San Francisco. Sorry. The Community Living Room offers free breakfast, grab-and-go lunch Monday through Friday at City of Hope Cafe in San Francisco. Be a mentor with San Francisco Unified School District, SFUSD Mentoring for Success. Sign up to volunteer as an individual or group mentor district-wide. Make an impact. Sign up below. Would you like to promote your business, nonprofit, or community impact? Sign up for our Hidden Gem Show. Share your expertise on Educational Thursdays or be a panelist on Sunday's Conversation. Keep up with both sides of the conversation's latest shows and community outreach events. Follow us on all social media platforms. You can also subscribe to our newsletter at bsotc.org. BSOTC welcomes volunteers to join our mission to uplift and support the community, make a positive impact, become a volunteer today. BSOT invites your support for our podcast and community engagement. Please explore our donation links. Your generous contributions will greatly aid us in enhancing our program. We would like to take the time to acknowledge the Dreamkeeper Initiative and its support for BSOTC's programming in San Francisco's diverse Black communities. To learn more, please see the link below. Join us this Thursday for Educational Thursday, March 14th at 7 p.m. with General Parker and Paula Dufat for scholarship and college access strategies. Also, be sure to tune in this Sunday for our Venus versus Mars Collides, Unraveling the Mysteries of Desire, March 17th at 4 p.m.
That was a lot, Io. Thank you for getting through the events community. Thank you for being patient. I know it's a lot trying to get this information out to the community, but we don't want you to lie, community, and say, I didn't know how to connect, Bishop. No one told us where the events. I didn't know I could go. Yeah, you know now. You've been updated and uplifted where to go for the events. With that being said, it is that time. Yes, we're looking for folks to help somebody just hit me. Yeah, reach out. I need some people. We're reorganizing. We're trying to bring some talented people in because we want to bless the people. If that is you, you want to bless the people, reach out to us. That's what it's all about. With that being said, we're going to bring up our first hidden gem of the night. This sister's doing a lot. I don't know. It's some exercise involved what she's doing. Sister Cynthia, welcome to both sides of the conversation, Queen. Talk to the people. Tell us what's going on. Oh, you got to unmute yourself first. Come on, blow it up the spot.
I'm Cynthia Wheeler, born and raised in San Francisco. Most of my life in the Bayview district, Turkwood a little bit, and mother of 5, grandmother of 12. We shout out to women. 3 of my daughters is plumbers like myself. I've been a plumber for 30 years. Okay. Now, we got to keep our body moving, right? It's a club called 40 Plus Double Dutch. It's worldwide. It started in Chicago, and we club of many locations, but we one sisterhood. So we connected. I done been all over the world with these ladies. So I'm the captain of San Francisco. We meet every Sunday at Indian Basin at 1 o'clock to 2:30. We do it for fun, fitness, fellowship, and friendship. It's an hour and a half. Moving our body, doing stuff we did as kids. We double dutch, we hula hoop, we hopscotch, we play hand games, we play jacks. And some ladies that's got different ailments, they just come out to just enjoy the sisterhood. And I just want to put the word out to the community because it's for us 40 and over to come out so we can move our bodies. You don't have to know how to double dutch. You don't have to know how to hula hoop. It's all in good fun, good love, good community.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. I'm setting the alarm off. Okay, I don't know. Is there any fellas coming to be a part of this? Because I remember we always came to mess y'all up when y'all was double touching.
Yes. So our group is no men, dogs, or children. It's for the women. Okay.
Now, is that discriminatory?
No. We just like y'all got y'all stuff. We gotta have our stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we do different stuff. Like I have a family day every year. And of course, everybody bring their family out, their husband, their kids. We play music. It's still at Indian Basin. And we be there like instead of an hour and a half, we be there all day. And that's when the men, the kids, the dogs, and whoever want to come.
I'm coming over there to disrupt y'all, okay? I'm coming. I'm acting like I'm coming to play basketball. I'm gonna run over there while y'all turn the ropes and come.
When people walk by, we tell them to come. We don't discriminate.
Well, I think this is pretty cool. When you talk about bringing some of the things that we used to do as kids back to the community, and it's great to see women in their 40s, young women doing these things. I think it's very important because it brings back that sense of things that we did as youth to like exercise, mental health.
Yes.
And I think with all what's going on, we have to bring some of these social things back, even though I know after the pandemic, so many folks are disconnected. Folks are still not trying to be around people at times. But I think, with the mental health aspect, when we talk about the African-American community, we talk about what's happening in the Black and Brown community with health. When we look at the disparities and what's impacting our community, right? Obesity and all of this stuff is just like, we need things that could get us active. So if it's jumping jacks, if it's, doing all of that stuff, I think is very important, not only to get the heart moving, but like you said, just to see adults really having fun. Because what I'm seeing in our community right now, we talked a little bit about it last Sunday on our relationship conversation, is everybody's upset. I don't know. Everybody is just upset. I'm walking around, everybody just like mugging and mad. I'm like, we need to do something to just laugh. I want to see some people fall, get hit in the head with the phone cord. What are y'all using out there? Y'all using real rope or y'all using phone cords? I don't know.
We got the phone cords. We got the thick rope. I got all kind of ropes, different ones, because people like to jump the beaded ones. I got different kinds. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
cool. She not only does the double dutch, she does the hopscotch, she does everything. John, she had Phil out there at the Black Heritage ceremony the other week doing the African hopscotch, okay? Like he was trying to keep the rhythm and everything, right? Like, but when she comes into these spaces and she does this, it does spark up that nostalgia, and it gets people involved. It gets people moving. You might feel a little intimidated, like, oh, I'm too out of shape to do it. But once you get involved and you're doing it, it's just like, you get this euphoric feeling of doing it, and I see the enthusiasm that it brings you, Cynthia, when you're out there in community and you're doing it with everybody. So question, like you said, no dogs, no men, they could be the same.
Oh, shots fired.
God, what's going on here tonight? I am getting ready for Sunday. You see, Mark? He couldn't wait till Sunday. I knew it.
But no kids, of course, right? No kids, no dogs, no men. There's 40 plus, but do you guys allow the younger, 30s to come in? What is the cutoff for age? You got 80-year-old women out there still trying to get it. What you guys got going?
Yeah, so my cousin, we had one lady that was 80, like she don't come all the time. Like some days we have 2 people, some days we have 20 people, but we always there because we don't know who need what. If somebody come by 30, we tell them, yeah, we'll let them jump, but they can't join the 40 plus double dutch, but they would be like, you can join when you're 40, but of course we'll let them jump. I don't turn nobody away. I encourage people walk down in their basin. We be like, come on over and jump, But the lady, Pam in Chicago, she started it. Pam and Katrina, y'all could go to 40 plus double dutch on Facebook, anywhere 40 plus. They on all platforms, and you can see the story, how it started, the mission. She started because of a dog. I mean, her husband cheated on her, and
Shots fired. Shots fired.
They try to blow the spot.
And she was so depressed, and she got out the house, and she, what I'm saying, her and her friends started jumping, and then they started getting on platforms, and then they put it on Facebook, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. So now it's like, I think over 500,000 members or something like that, all over the world. And I got new sisters.
Cynthia, I see you, Cynthia. What? I knew you was a disturber.
I've been called that all my life.
Oh, it's in good fun, it's Sister Cynthia. Yes. Thank you for that, for what you're doing, because quite honestly, our women keep our culture together, because our women dictate how our culture goes. And again, because it started in Chicago, you're heading it up there in San Francisco. Can you kind of maybe tell some of the stories or some of the experiences that you've had that put a smile on your face to show the sense of community that the sisters have when they're out there having fun together?
Yes, because it's been women that's like kind of shy, like people who get hurt, they don't take it from like that one person. They start marking everybody, so they like hesitant, like women come and they used to, I don't really hang around a lot of women, or, so they kind of standoffish. But as they see like how I am, I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have no drama, none of that. I don't do good with BS. I'm straightforward and loving at the same time. I'm like, this ain't the place for you if it's drama. If you can't be an hour and a half and keep everything else outside, we together. So it's brought people out their shell. Like when I celebrate their birthdays, women have cried and said thank you. Nobody have never took the time to celebrate me. That makes me smile. People who have like real bad health issues, who just happy because they say, I don't discriminate. I welcome, you know what I'm saying? I treat everybody the same. And so it brings us all together. So a lot of people come out their shell is what makes me smile, because they know this is a happy place. And people who start having drama in their life, or, because we go through problems in our life, they call me, and they ask me, and I go out to lunch with them, just us, you know what I'm saying? Or I go out to a show or to the movies or anywhere. I go anywhere, you know what I'm saying? I overbook myself because I don't say nothing.
I'm going up the spot on you because you are discriminating against us dogs. I mean, us men, okay? I don't know. I'm coming out there to go. Now you have pushed me to the end. I'm coming to jump rope. All y'all sisters get ready.
I'm paying money to see that.
Coming out there. I'm coming out there. And speaking of Phil coming out there, I'm glad Phil came out there supporting. Phil, where you at? You ain't support both sides of the conversation. I'm blowing up the spot on you, Phil. I'm looking for you, Phil Gettysburg. You can't hide from the bishop. All right.
Phil. Don't you do.
Hey, Cynthia, I I gotta
Yes.
say this because I know we got to get to the next person, but I want to say this couple things. While it is Women's History Month, I want to give you the utmost respect and kudos because 30 years of being a plumber in our union, you have to be a strong woman to deal with the stuff that we deal with. We don't have to go on it, but I know the struggles. I know the relationships you build. I know the work you put in to advocate for other women, men of our community. So I want to publicly say thank you for being that trailblazer, not giving up. Because I know there's sometimes, I don't even want to just think about the things that a sister would go through or a woman would even go through, going through the trades, competing at a high level with your efficiency and your dedication. So I just want to publicly say thank you for being that trailblazer, for breaking the ceiling so that other women could feel comfortable to come in and be plumbers and pipe fitters and, refrigeration, HVAC, all that stuff. You are that trailblazer. You have broke down those barriers. And I just want to say thank you because I know no one could ever know the things that you go through as a woman in the trades. Is very tough. You have to have tough skin. So I know you being around these ladies is bringing comfort, is bringing understanding, is bringing resilience, and just bringing a level of continuity that they need to be free, to be who they are and stand on their business. So thank you. And I just wanted to say that to you publicly and just appreciate you, all through the career. I've watched you just grow, evolve, and doing all the amazing things you do. So this club, I already know it's going to be amazing. It's always great. I'm around the Bay Area. I starting to see more of the Double Dutches at the Oakland events. I know a couple of folks over in Oakland that's doing it. I know people, like, it's a movement now, right? And it's just great to see folks in line, these grown women just going back into their childhood, standing in line, hurry up, I'm next,
Yeah.
right? It's just always good to see that. So just wanted to say, thank you for that and just appreciate you. Anything that we could do to help support you, let me know. If you need a flyer, we can help create a flyer for you. Whatever you need help with, just reach out. We definitely gonna do our part to help you out.
Thank you. And we got a club in Vallejo, Fairfield, and Antioch as well.
That's what's up. There you go, Vallejo, Fairfield, North Bay. There's some jumping for you to do. Don't be jumping over the water, though. Okay. Cynthia, before we let you go, I want to give you an opportunity to give out any shots out, any folks you want to give out, shout out, any parting words. You own here. I don't want nobody from your club. Say, you just shot me out. You got on both sides of everything. You shot me out. You forgot about me. Go ahead and give some kudos. So shout out to those folks that help you build the club or for the work that you're doing.
I'm going to say shout out to all my 40 plus Double Dutch sisters. I love y'all equally. So I ain't going to say one name because if I forget a name, I don't know. I want to say thank you for acknowledging me in the plumbing. I do go around and speak to women and men, about that. And just so you know about my tough skin, I always said I do the shit work, but I don't allow people to treat me like shit. So I didn't have that many problems. All right.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you again. We appreciate you for all the work you're doing, and we'll continue to support you. But I promise you, one of these Sundays at 2 o'clock, you're going to see the bishop pull up. You'll be, oh my God, he's there.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. All right, I'll be there.
All right. All right.
Well, thank you again. Keep doing what you're doing. Right. We'll share the information again. If you need us in any kind of way, any support, we'll get it out on all of our social media. So folks in the community could get it out. There you have it, community.
All right.
Thank you, Cynthia. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank y'all.
All right. There you have it, community. If you want to jump, I don't know. I'm blowing up the spot, okay? She trying to do the brother. I don't know. See,
I'll pay money for that. I'll pay money for
that. Shots fired from Io already. We ain't even got to Thursday yet.
Well, we got to be gone.
You already trying to get the women going nuts, Io. There you go. You see, fellas, this Sunday's conversation is going to be heated. I know it was a reason why they put Mars and Venus colliding. See, Io, I told y'all earlier, she had a steak knife somewhere. She ready to stab somebody. Okay. All right. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and bring up our next hidden gem to the screen. Miss Jamila Lane. Welcome to both sides of the conversation, Queen.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. And it's such an honor to be here.
My name is Jamila Lane. I'm from Oakland, California. I'm an artist, educator, entrepreneur, community organizer, also a cooperator. And I have a juice business called Melanade, and we specialize in it's a beverage wellness brand that specializes in quartz infused elixirs, and our drinks are to help heal the mind, body, and spirit. Also, it's a sustainable drink option, so making sure there's like no high fructose corn syrup, no sugary drinks added to that, and it's to aid our melanin and also our health and healing as melanated people. Also a co-founder of the Deep Grocery Co-op, which stands for Deep East Oakland Empowering the People. And we are venturing to open up a grocery store in East Oakland, which will be community owned as well as worker owned. And it is to help empower our community, to help rehabilitate our East Oakland community members, and also help end food apartheid. So those are some of the few things that I do. And thanks.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Jamila, let me tell you something. You know what I like?
What?
You didn't get Deep East Oakland over. Usually when East Oakland folks come on, they be like, Deep East Oakland.
You know, because
So-
I'm a polar bear, you know.
Oh, okay. You're a
You
I
know.
knew it was something. Gotta hear the Deep East Oakland. Usually when folks from Oakland come on, they know when they represent Deep East. They be like, I'm from Deep East Oakland. But I want to say this, you know, as I kick this off, is one, just appreciate you. You know, just like we was talking to Cynthia, the importance of health in our community is so important right now. And I think juicing is a big part of that change. So I'm just excited to hear that you're doing this, because I think we need more and more of our community folks to really find new fasting ways, eating and drinking healthy. I'm starting to do a little bit of juicing, you know, I mean, but it's really good. But to speak to was something that you said that's very touching to me in our community, especially the Black and brown community. When you talk about that food apartheid, when you talk about the food deserts that impact our community, and just hearing you talking about a grocery store. I've been yelling and screaming about this forever. Like, how do we get our own grocery store? How do we create a cooperative, right? So that Black folk can actually work and own in the grocery stores that they own. We've slipped across so many opportunities where we could have had those investments made in the food, and we just didn't really pivot when we needed to. So just hearing you talk about creating this opportunity for our community to have healthy foods, organic foods, or just bringing food that's not processed in our community. How do you feel like, you know, as a community, for us to make this a normalized thing and to also make this part of public policy? Because I think even listening to the news that Mark read earlier, there's a policy change that need to happen when it comes to food, when it comes to homelessness, necessities, because I've been saying that we have so many human rights violations happening, not only globally, but here locally. And when we talk about food, access to good quality food, I mean, it's like they're just putting poison in our community. You look at all the fast food restaurants, you look at what we have access to when you're in a Black community. It is terrible. There has to be policy put in place. But just wanted to ask you, what does that look like? How do we move it forward? And how do we get the community energized by it? Because I heard somebody, I don't know if it was the week before, just talking about how like we are the leaders. I think it was Miss Scott talking about we are the leaders and influence of our kids when it comes to what we eat, how we portray health to them. How do we make this cool? Given that we have all of the influencers on social media, like how do we do this to make eating healthy cool again?
Yeah, I would say a part of it is remembering. And I was kind of, when you were speaking, I was just thinking of my grandparents and their migration to California. So my grandfather, he was a sharecropper. So, you know, they raise their own food, you know, they chickens, they fruit. And I feel like when I first got into the work, I was feeling like it was more like far-fetched and like whitewashed. But I'm like, I'm trying to get the food that I need for myself, you know? So a lot of it is really connecting with our community, because when they say people power is a real thing. And I think a lot of us feel like it's so difficult or it's such a challenge to kind of to really challenge these public places, these policies, these municipalities. Like when you look at the Black Panthers, you know, what they did with the 10-point program, you know, they saw a need and basically created, a free breakfast program. So it's really like making connections in our community. And I think San Francisco was actually one of the first places that had a lot of cooperative work. So like something that's really good when we think of co-ops is kind of starting where you are. So, we got to really go back to, mom, pop's community. Like you got sugar, you got bread, you got rice. So like, how can we bring that together and growing food? And, when our grandparents came here, they wanted to come here for the so-called American dream. So a lot of leaving the South, it's not no country where you grow your own food. So they came to where it's like the industrial kind of revolution. So everything's moving fast. Then they raising their kids, and then you get the, once they raising their kids in the 50s, then the crack epidemic happened. So when the crack came, that really ruined a lot of what we see now today. And I'm like the remnants of crack, right? But I feel like for me, the work is so important, and just to see how we can come together, because you'll go in these communities where it's houseless folks and people that really need food. And you don't know they need food. I have an elder friend right now. She's 79 years old, and she can't get the food that she needs, for her health, the medicine that she needs. And I go out my way to take her shopping because I know she needs that, but I didn't know that, so even that is just like, how do we figure out how to mobilize together and work together to reach into like these pockets. So you see a lot of people doing like urban gardens. You see a lot of people, looking into community land trusts and looking to get buildings and stuff. But I really feel like it starts with us, and we probably don't. I'm not going to say we don't need the city, but we really need to figure out how not to be programmed with these policies and with all the stuff that we're surrounded with. And we're entertaining the idea of doing a mobile grocery store, so that way we can get more food to the people, like the seniors, to the schools, to the youth. And what I'm doing right now, I teach a Eat to Live cooking class with Higher Ground in East Oakland School. So I teach 4th and 5th graders how to make their favorite foods. It's healthy foods that they might not have heard of, but we doing anything from green juices. The Chinese New Year just passed. We did a Chinese chicken salad, so I'm just making recipes more fun for them. And there was a young boy in my class didn't even know that purple cabbage was edible, so it's just like really providing that education. And really remembering when our grandparents came here, why did they really come here? And if we are suffering from what we been through, how can we heal from that trauma? Because even with the cooperative work, it's really hard working with people, to be honest with you. People fall off, people come back on, and I'm in the process of rebuilding my team. But I'm still staying with it, and I'm flexible with the changes. I'm flexible with the growth, and I'm also flexible with the people. And I think it's also important to see how the community could be more involved, because people are used to shopping and eating what they used to doing. So I'm not trying to change nobody to be vegan like me. I'm not trying to change nobody's eating habits. But if there's something in some place where we can meet, then I feel like that's a way for us to kind of come together. So if it's, you like fried chicken, okay, well, try this non-hormone no antibiotic chicken and fry your favorite chicken, so, and it's like a no judgment kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, first and foremost, to give you your flowers. When I met you, it was just like you were a beacon of light. It could be by what you putting in your body too, you know what I mean? But and I also just want to let y'all know her juices are really, really good. Okay. It's not just for sure. It's like really, really good. And when you were telling me about the idea of the co-op and the grocery store, number one in East Oakland, of all places. And then you think about the stores surrounding. I just recently went to New Orleans, and we got to visit the area where the levee broke. And when I tell you there's no grocery stores, there's not even a fast food chain, there's no jobs, there's no anything. They have to outsource. They have to go all the way somewhere else. There's nothing in their community. And when we think about here at home in East Oakland, you have the big chains of groceries, of course, but the quality of food that's in the grocery stores at these big chains are just giving us that cycle of, there's plastic in the rice, there's, so many probiotics and hormones in the chicken and all these things that for us to be able to grow our own, sell our own, produce these things in our community is so important. So I just want to give you your flowers for everything you're doing, educating our babies, because that's where it starts. We have to be able to pour back into our children and showing them and modeling the expectation of what we want in the change, right? I feel that it's so negatively looked upon when, like you said, when you got into it, you were thinking like, oh, this is what white people do. And that's how we've been conditioned, right? Like, oh, that's white people stuff. If you think about the history of our people, we grew our own, we bought from ourselves, all of these things, and making sure that the economic flow stayed in our community. So the work you're doing is so imperative to our community and building it up. As an artist, entrepreneur, community organizer, all the many hats that you wear, how do you intersect all those creative things and being able to share them within the community?
Well, since 2020, I would say the pandemic was like a lifesaver for me. I know a lot of people struggle with it, but I feel like I told people I've been in the pandemic my whole life, but the pandemic actually was like a transition period for me to really focus and pour into all the things that I'm doing now. And I'm blessed to say that I make my own schedule. So, the last few years I've just been like dipping in and out of jobs, but jobs that relate to me. So if it's like, okay, grocery work, okay, I'm helping the local co-op down the street. I like to dance, so I'm teaching dance once a week on top of doing like shows if I get invited to doing like African dance. And then with the cooking class, like that's pretty new, and that kind of helped me shift my focus. So the way I see it is that I've been kind of like just manifesting it over like the last 4 to 5 years. And I haven't been really worried about I worry about income, but I haven't really been like worried about it. I'm just like, this is what I want to do. And I'm still trying to fine tune everything and figure out how to like monetize, of course, to survive and do the things that I love. But yeah, I just kind of been like, I write a lot. So I just kind of write down what I see, what I want. And it just kind of happens like that. And I've been getting a lot of support in the last 2 years too. So even with the co-op and trying to continue to do programming like community engagement, I was honored to be supported by Community Ready Corp and their self-determination Black liberation group. And they sponsored a lot of our programs, like giving out produce, helping bag the produce, helping get to and from everywhere. So that was really helpful just for me to kind of step back and see, the work itself and not have to give it all the way up. So, yeah. And I'm always dance. So, like, that's my thing. Like, nothing can get in the way of that.
Definitely don't want you to lose your dance. I have a 2-part question because literally what you're doing right now in this day and age is revolutionary, because like today people can go to Jack in the Box, get 2 tacos for 99 cents, but if you go to the store and try and buy an avocado, it's $3-4.
Mm-hmm.
We're dealing with this type of conditioning to where everything like we don't get real food in grocery stores, we're getting food products. Even the organic so-called food labeling system, we know, big corporations like Monsanto is genetically modifying foods, and it's impacting everything from how we feel physically, how we're thinking, how we're able to process and deal with things. So now that you're actually working in the co-op and trying to get people to see the need and the sense of urgency, because again, our communities have always historically been under attack systematically with them taking away, food sources. So they're creating food deserts. One, can you talk about the importance of the impact of the quality of having access to real food, like natural food? And also, can you talk a little bit about the strategy and how you're going to protect the movement going forward? Because like right here in Houston, Texas, I have a group that I know of that they feed homeless people, but they get ticketed every night if they feed more than 5 people. And there's hundreds of homeless people. So it's illegal to feed other human beings here if you don't do it within the system's parameters. So how are you, because again, Oakland has always been an epicenter for revolutionary mindsets and movements.
Mhm.
How are you protecting that movement strategically, and why is it so important that people have access to real food?
Well, it's important that people have access to real food because, as you mentioned, like the labeling, the mislabeling, the chemicals being put on the fruit, the pesticides. And I went to a lot of conferences in the last year, and this guy from Sacramento was saying how it's very important that you grow in your local area and get food from your local area. But we know sometimes that's difficult, but you don't know how far it took for that food to get to you. And what I'm trying to focus on now is how can the Deep grow our own food, or how could we connect with other farms in the area that grows food that we need, at a higher rate. And luckily we do have connection to farmers and other folks that grow food that we need. And right now I just started me a little mini garden, but I'm just, I'm seeing how that goes, but I hope I answer your question. One is really trying to grow our own food and getting it local in the system, and two, and not so much the labeling. I feel like is where you shop too, because you can go to like Whole Foods or Sprouts, and they food be so expensive. But sometimes and we don't even know where they're getting their produce from, and that's another thing. So I feel like it's really like connecting with the farmer. So like going to farmers markets, farmers markets, that the people in the farmers markets are growing their food when you go buy it. And it's sometimes cheaper like that when you get in like fresh produce anyway. But yeah, that's my answer on that.
Wow, you setting off some alarms over here for me, okay? I think that's my problem. I've been eating genetic chicken and genetic. All my stuff is like not naturally planted. I think that's why I got ADD and ADHD and all of these D's and C's.
Some people don't feel like they mess you up. They don't feel like they mess you up. Like you can go to a different country and they chicken tastes different. Like I don't eat chicken, but when I went to Brazil in June, I had some chicken, and this is different. Like
no, it's definitely different. Yeah, I went to when I was in Jamaica. I swear it was the best chicken ever. I was like, oh my God, they don't use no GMOs in their food out there. But yeah, the Jamaican chicken was very, very good. I was like, oh my God, this is so great. But yeah, in America, they give us poison. They don't even use caffeine and different things in their drinks and stuff. We get all the bad stuff. But I just want to say one, it's commendable what you're doing. We definitely have to end this as community. We have to figure out a way to not only just sit there and say that there's a food apartheid, like what are we doing strategically with our dollars to make sure we bring this great food to our community, especially in these times that we are in now. As you said, Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, all these folks, the amount of money that it takes to eat healthy is just out of control, right? And when we talk about the economic crisis that we are faced with in this country right now, I mean, people are having to choose between keeping the lights on and eating, and it's terrible. So we can't even get access to that food. Definitely, we're looking forward. I think there is a partnership between our state, federal, city, and our counties to also partner to help build whatever that looks like to have healthy food to our community, especially as we move forward in the next 6 months of this election season with all of the changes happening. Folks are going to be hungry, and I would love to work with you in any kind of way to help these elders. I hear it so much about folks in our community not having access, folks not knowing these folks need food, need help. A lot of times I know our community be very prideful because I get frustrated. I be in our community. There is a lot of food giveaways in San Francisco, folks trying to get food. And I look in the line, it's none of our people. I'm like, I know they're hungry, but they're too prideful. So I think, one of the things is we have to make it cool. Like I told Cynthia, it's like we have to do the things to make this healthy living style as popular as everything else that we do. And when we wearing clothes and all this other stuff that we make popular, we have to make eating healthy a part of that process. But I also think in moving this work forward, we have to find a way, this community engagement piece, the centralized communication. That's what we try to do our best here to get out the information. I get all these people call me, well, you didn't put in the stuff that's going on in Oakland. I say, hey, we leave it open to everybody to submit their events. I can't go and force people to submit it, right? Folks from San Francisco submit their events. What's going on? We encourage all of the people from Oakland, Richmond, Vallejo, South Bay, San Jose. Come on, let us know. We'll help get it out there. We want to make sure that our folks are educated and get access to these resources. And then lastly, I'm thinking about this. When we talk about education, you mentioned it so many times, and I think that's the fundamental need that our community needs when it comes to learning this. And I think even in this economic crisis, and even with the food apartheid and not having access to good food, I think if we do a better job to educate our community, to find ways to cook meals. So I've been reaching out to different nutritionists. Come teach our community how to make a 30-minute meal, how to take something basic and make a great healthy meal out of it. I think that's what we need to do. See, I'm not going to take no shots at the women. I was going to blow up the spot, but I'm not going to do you like that. I'm going to say, ladies, where these ladies at? We got to teach these ladies how to cook and bring the healthy cooking. They are her food, but I'm not going to take no shots at the ladies. But go ahead and give me your feedback on that. See, you walked into it, Jamila. You walked into it.
Y'all crazy.
But yeah,
Bishop always gonna blow up the spot.
I mean, I'm just saying, but we have to do that. So, what does that look like? Can we connect with you? I would like to start getting some of these nutrition folks to come on our Educational Thursday to really teach our community about how to cook up healthy meals and how to prepare these meals for our children, our fathers, our community folks, our grandmothers in the community.
Yeah, that would be dope. I'll be open to doing a live food demo. I don't know if y'all did that on your platform before.
No, we haven't. We need something new. I need to see you in the kitchen whipping it up.
I do live food demos.
That'd be good for Educational Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep.
For
Do
sure.
Educational Thursday with a live cooking demo. That'll be a new experience for us. It'll be a first, sis.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Well, all I can say is I moved. This is Women History Month. Community, as you see, the phenomenal women of our community are moving us forward. Fellas, make sure your ladies at home cooking. Jamila, before you go, I want you to give an opportunity to give a shout out to any of your friends, family, folks that help you, to acknowledge them, or any parting words that you want to give to the community before we get our next Hidden Gem up.
Okay, I want to give a shout out to my mom and dad for making me, my grandmother who just had her anniversary and who inspired me to do a lot of the work I'm doing now, both grandmothers, and Mahal, who's doing a research project with the Deep right now on epistemicide, and my cousin Yero, who's been holding the Deep down. He has an album out called Stay Godly. His wife Desiree, who has a tea and herb business, Spirituality, Higher Ground, CRC, the Deep, of course, Melanie. I mean, I don't know if that's a given, but that's it.
All right. Well, thank you for being here tonight. I mean, it's important to have you, Queen, here, and anything that we could do to continue to support you. If you're doing some juice vendoring, let us know. We'll come by and support some of the stuff. I know I already got some of the juices. She already took the way it be said I had first, so I had to come get some juice and support you.
I forgot Mandela Grocery in West Oakland. That's the co-op I work at. Black-owned co-op. I'll be having my juices there later this month. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, if y'all in West Oakland, come get y'all some Melonade.
Man, that's what's up. Well, thank you for being here. We'll definitely get your information out once your juice is in there. Maybe we have to come by and pick up a couple cases of juice. I think that's phenomenal what you're doing. Community, we got to continue to promote this healthy eating, healthy lifestyle. Reach out to Jamila. Her information is on the screen. If you want to learn more, we're going to get her back. We're going to find out how we can get her back and bless her so she can come on and do a live cooking scenario. Okay, we're going to do something different here. Bring some live cooking. Ladies, get your pen book down. Take the recipe down. Cook for your man. Okay, we blowing up the spot here at both sides of the conversation. All right, Ms. Jamila, thank you for coming on today. We'll see you soon. Definitely, I'll have our team reach out to you, and we'll see if we can sponsor you to come on and do something, cook for community.
All right, sounds good. Y'all have a blessed night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Peace.
All right, there you have it. If you want some juices, community, check out Jamila. Get you some of those juices. Y'all know the bishop. I'm being petty tonight. It's not fire. Io started it. She came with a steak knife. I have to get out of here. Okay. I don't know. Hey, see, this is why we always have problems here. See, every time I try to be nice, community, they always getting on me. John, are you doing too much? Hey, I'm trying to be peaceful. peaceful, okay? I lead in peace. I'm a little upset because I've been eating bad, unhealthy food, so I got an attitude. I'm upset, community. This food that they've been giving me has messed my mental state up. And then Io comes in here with a steak knife. Her and Cynthia trying to take us out tonight, Mark. I don't know. This is too much. All right, with that being said, we got to get back to Io. We coming for you, Io. That's it. We brought up the spot on you, Io, today, all right? All right, with that being said, hey, it's always about the Keys Accountability Group. Very powerful group. And they always talk about where's the brothers at? Brothers that's doing amazing and phenomenal things. Hey, check out this Hit in the Gym. My brother Ron G. What's going on, brother?
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, man? Give it up for your sister Jamila, man. Was that dope or what, you guys?
Man,
that was
powerful.
Straight fire, man. I'm not even going, man. Everything she said is so righteous and so correct. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor and a pleasure to be around you guys today, man. Of course, my name is Ron Jeezy. You know what I mean? I'm a poet. You know, of course, I'm part of King's Accountability. I am the director of community affairs. And of course, I have a bunch of other affiliations, as you can see in the back. I actually run a elite travel ball program, a baseball program, and I'm actually part of West County Youth Allegiance Boys Club, Youth Club, that is out of Richmond, California. And we're doing some phenomenal things, you guys. But even before I get started, man, I just want to say, man, I'm super grateful to this, man. And we always start out with a little gratitude. Mr. Henry, what are we grateful for today? What are you grateful for today? Give me a quick second. Tell me what you're grateful for.
I'm grateful that you are here today. Even though you didn't let the pickleball player come to San Francisco, I'm grateful that you're here today, brother.
We gonna make that happen. Sis, what you grateful for? Tell me right now.
I'm grateful for grace. I'm grateful for grace.
I love it. And the man with the voice, tell me what you're grateful for, man. Come on, wake us up. Let us know. Talk to me.
I'll be quite honest, brother. I've been inspired here probably for the last 2.5 weeks since my trip there to the Bay Area for the 3rd annual African American History Program. And I'm grateful to see that there are men and women who are committed to the cause, putting in the work, even when it ain't easy and it ain't pretty.
Absolutely.
And they standing strong, making God's work look good when they do it. So that's what I'm grateful for, brother. And of course, to have your presence here tonight, because now we got another hidden gem we get to highlight for the community.
I love it, man. And I'm super grateful just to be here, you guys. And right out the back, you guys, my organization, King's Accountability, was founded on the fact of keeping everybody accountable. And throughout my entire history, I've always had a love for kids, period. I grew up in the boys club. I grew up in and around, you know, I'm from Baby Hunters Point, the Mission District, you know what I'm saying, period. So I grew up around all of what I grew up in it, you know what I'm saying? So I come from the madness, you know what I mean? This whole community, man, I got caught up in the madness, lost my sanity, came back to reality, and here we are today. So that being said, man, it's just an incredible opportunity when you're able to work with kids and just mold their minds and be able to bring certain things that actually brings out the best value of them. So immediately, one of the first things I wanted to do when I actually had the opportunity to become the community affairs director was actually bring something to the community that would help kids, period, off the top, period. So the first thing that I really worked on designing was creating a mentor program, because if you look at the statistics tell you right off the top, any kid that doesn't have a mentor usually ends up cutting class, usually ends up with a baby, usually ends up getting caught up in a lot of gang violence, just doing some old bunch of madness stuff that we know that could have been prevented. Unfortunately, being part of the Black community, you already know, man, I got a bunch of absentee fathers. We got people that are in place that don't even need to be deserved fathers. We got a bunch of sperm donors, just to be honest with you. And right out back, you know, some folks just laid down and made something that they didn't know what to do with. You know what I mean? So my job, because I raise boys, is to make sure that I can give that back to you. So we created a program called the CAG Into Action Mentorship Program. And we've partnered with a fabulous organization called West County Salesians Youth Club out in Richmond, California. It's kind of crazy the way I came into this partnership with them, because I actually was looking for a spot to do our pickleball event. We actually couldn't find, we were working out in Antioch, and they came with some madness, and we had to switch up and change things up. So I spoke with a brother by the name of Andre Williams out there in Richmond, and he said, hey man, why don't you try looking at working with David Aguirre and Stephen Alameda at the Boys Club here in Richmond. Walked over, talked to them one day, and just explained what our program was about. And I told him specifically what we do as far as what our program was and the things that we were hoping to bring to the community. And he was like, I like what you're doing, but can you run this baseball program for me? I see what you're doing with your program called Hit and Run. Shout out to Coach T1, Coach Kev, Coach Greg. One love to you, brothers, man. This is an organization that created an opportunity for my son, RJ Gay, who's also at Laney College playing college baseball right now. We've put together thousands of kids who've gone to college through our programs. So the Boys Club said, hey, man, you can do what you want to do with this, with Kings Accountability. We love that, but let's get this baseball stuff going with it. So we built this fantastic program. There hasn't been baseball played at Salesians Youth Club in 25 years. We had the pleasure of launching our first opening day there this weekend, last Saturday. It was fabulous. So without further even discussing that part of it, man, let me just tell you about this mentor program we got. So our mentor program, basically this is our mission statement. The CAG Into Actions Youth Mentor Program's mission is to empower individuals through a program of action that fosters unwavering commitment to a series of transformative stages. We believe that by adhering to these stages, our process will rarely fail, leading to a profound personal growth and development. We recognize that not everyone is ready to fully commit to this process, and we understand that those who hesitate or falter are often grappling with the challenge of being honest with themselves. Nevertheless, our unwavering dedication to guiding and supporting each participant ensures that they can confront their inner truths and embark on a journey of self-discovery. Through our program, we aim to create a community of individuals who are unafraid to confront their innermost struggles and embrace personal growth. Together, we believe in the power of honesty, commitment, and transformative action to unlock the full potential within each participant. I know that's a lot, but that's exactly what we do. Our goal is to make sure that we create this environment. For one, we want to make sure the kids got a safe place where they can come and know for a fact that we can give them something that's going to add value to their lives. Meaning that when you walk into that program that we have, we're going to make sure that we're teaching you how to have a mantra. We're going to show you how to have to create goals. We're going to show you that there's positive men in this community that's going to be able to guide you and show you how to create possibilities for you to do much more than you possibly could think of in the community that you've been stuck in because you haven't given the opportunity to dream big. You know what I mean? We believe in a lot of the things that Dr. Eric Thomas has told us is that if you can think it, you can do it. If you put your thought to something, there's nothing in this world that you cannot do. So our goal through this mentor program is to make sure that we guide these young individuals in every possible way that we have the opportunity to do. Like I said, we got people around these kids that ain't doing nothing but causing them to do worse stuff by leading by poor examples. Within King's Accountability, our goal is to make sure we're accountable for all of our actions, period. In our entire organization, this program is already being put into effect. We do tons of this stuff on a daily basis. We say it on a constant basis. The power and the magic of what we do is actually outside of the call, meaning creating networks from within this network, being accountable to yourself and being accountable to your community. And this, my brothers and sisters, this is exactly what we do. This program right here is not only gonna blow up Richmond, but we're gonna take this worldwide. We're coming to the city next. We're gonna show everybody that when you got some strong Black men that's ready to move things and that's not afraid of any obstacle, we get things done. We pride ourselves in the fact that when we put our minds to something, we move obstacles without a doubt. And I say it in passionate ways because that's exactly what we do. When we say something, we get it done. And this is what this program is. That's why it's called Into Action, meaning that we're not just talking about stuff. We're taking it straight to the community. And me being a community affairs director, that's my theme for this year. I write a theme for every year. This year, we're taking it straight to the community so that you can see the effect, not just of them pretty logos we got on our chest, but so you can see directly what positive men doing positive things can do. Seriously speaking, if you watch people who really are in tune with themselves, meaning like they understand they self, God, and everything around them, and not afraid to express that, you got a lot of folks nowadays who don't care about expressing how they love their spirituality. Well, this is a spiritual program. And we take pride in the fact that without this possible, without being spiritual, there's no way possible we can stay connected and grounded and do exactly what God put us here to do. And that's lead by example. So like you say, you can see it in my passion. I look forward to doing things like this because I went through the madness. I seen what it's like to lose your mind. I seen what it's like to grow up without your father. I seen what it's like to walk around and know for a fact that you're walking around with a $50 food stamp in your hand and you got to go do whatever you can to make things happen. I don't have no problem in letting it be known. I grew up on a welfare check, but as you can see, I turned out right. So my goal right now is to make sure I give back what God gave me, and that's my sanity and the ability to bring people up out of the stuff that they're going through. This program is fail-proof. I promise you that. As long as we can get youth to actually be honest with themselves, we get the parents to fall in suit to what we got going, I guarantee you 95% success. I can pretty much guarantee that. We said in the community, I put that on my mama. And that's real.
Ron,
Yes, sir.
you motivated me. You moving me. It's always great to hear the brothers that's passionate about the people.
Yes.
That's how I feel. Now, I
Let's
gotta
go.
shoot a few shots though, okay?
Come on.
Me and Terrell. Where Terrell at? T-Top, where y'all at? I ain't got my man's accountability group access yet. I don't know what's going
Hey, oh man, don't worry about it. It's all good. I know my voice speaks volumes. It's good.
No, it's all love. Y'all my brothers. I'm always sharing space with T, and I really appreciate the work you do. I love your 95% guarantee. That's great. That's a man stand on his business. I don't even guarantee 95%. Okay, these kids is something, but I love on them consistently. I put the seeds in there. I tell them it's on you. I can't change you. I like the passion in your mission, because I love when brothers like, I'm transforming people. I'm like, I can't transform nobody. Okay, I just drop a few seeds on them, and I be like,
sir.
young people, I need you to make a decision when I'm not around. Okay, I need you to get it when I'm not around. But I love the passion.
Yes,
I love
sir.
what you guys doing, and I know a lot of folks who've brought their young people to you, and I've heard nothing but great stuff about the work you all are doing, and that's why I was excited to have you here, because I know you got that energy like the bishop.
Absolutely.
You passionate, man. And I always tell people, they take our passion and try to turn it into anger. I don't know. Maybe I am a little angry. The food I've been eating ain't been
Justifiable
good.
causes, though.
It's the food. It's the food. I'm angry because of the food that I'm eating. But I like, one of the things that I really appreciate about what you talked about is bringing the sports into the mentorship. And I think there's a place for that. Sometimes we get these coaches that's just focused on the sports, and they don't bring the mentorship part into it, right? Teaching young kids how to be accountable, like you said, teaching them to be open and allowing them to have a space. And I appreciate you saying safe space. And I always tell people, because everybody's talking about safe spaces, but I'm gonna tell you, Ron, a lot of these spaces ain't so safe. So when we talk about safe spaces, we talking about where a kid doesn't have to worry about being physically harmed, verbally harmed, or judged. That's a safe space. A lot of times I'm around all these places. I go around, I check out people. Sometimes our kids don't have safe spaces. I know what you all are doing, and it's great to know that the kids do have a safe space. They can speak up without judgment, and we know it's all love. Sometimes the competition of sports takes away the growth of that connection between young people and coaches and parents. And I heard you talk about the parents, and I'm sorry, Ron, but I have to say, a lot of these parents are the problem. They are very terrible. I keep saying the adults in our community is the problem. It's not the kids. It's the adults with our stinking thinking, with our unhealed trauma, with our mental health issues, with our bad diets. It's all. I heard somebody say bitterness.
Right.
It's what we eat.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
But
I got an answer for you too.
Brother. I want to hear your answer. Go ahead.
Game. Like I said, I've been fortunate enough to be around some elite coaches. As far as I can tell, I know for a fact that Hit and Run Baseball has produced over 14, 15, 16 kids that are currently either playing pro ball or playing college baseball, my son being one. One thing that we pride ourselves on is we make men. We make men. We are going to teach your kid one. First of all, you're going to know for a fact, you're going to know how to do things correctly, or he going to run in our program, or they're going to do something that's going to bring the manhood out of them. We have a saying on our team. We don't cut kids, we cut parents. And the reason why we say it that way is because the parent usually is the cancer that's creating the mental distraction in the kid. So we want to get with the kid and make sure we rebuild the characteristics that's going to generate emotional intellect, so they know how to make the difference between the connection that they're missing and the connection that they're getting from our program, which is why we have the success rate of sending kids to college or bringing out the best version of these kids. Our program, again, has produced college kids throughout the entire nation, and we're continuing to do that. One way that we're doing is we specifically, because we know our elite program ain't for the average person, average kid. So we took the time to build this house ball league, which Salesians Youth Club asked us to do. And what that's given us an opportunity to do is to work with some of the tougher minds when it comes to parents. So That's exactly what we're doing right now. We're doing everything possible to let these parents know. If you lead by example, it's a trip, because when I first became a Muslim, I was asking myself, what do I got to do to understand Islam the best? And God just blessed me by saying, lead yourself by example. And that's how we carry our programs. You lead by example. If you want people to follow something, do it yourself correctly. And that's exactly what we do in all of our programs, from our baseball program to the things we do as far as with the kids directly. Inside of the youth club, they can be fed. They got homework. They got tons of safe things that they can do to there. That all the parents got to do is just ask for help, and we there. In addition to that, we'll also be doing parent workshops, helping them with some of the issues that they have as well through King's Accountability as well.
Wow, that's very
I have a
powerful.
question.
I know it's Ramadan
Absolutely.
season, so
Woo, that water was like, I needed that a minute ago.
I know it's a challenge, bro.
I ain't even broke my fast yet, so with y'all.
I congratulate you. Go ahead, Ayo.
I have a question. I heard you said you guys are based out of Richmond. So county-wise, you guys are just specifically in Richmond. Do you have to be in a certain county like El Cerrito, Pono, or what? Or is it just all Cocoa County that you work with the children? Also, what are the other qualifications for being a part of the mentorship program? Is there an age requirement, or
Great
what are the
question.
qualifications?
Great question. First, let me address the age quality. The age right now, we're specifically designing a program to work with kids between 12 and 18. We're actually launching that program for the pilot program that'll be launching at Salesians. We'll be launching in July, and we're aiming at 12 to 18. Those are the ones that we know for a fact that we can immediately get to, and the ones that we know for a fact we don't want to lose. You got that age 12 that are looking, and that age 18 that's ready to take off. So we're capping it there just to start out with our pilot group, but we will be rolling this out to the whole plethora of people that need it, from boys to girls. We're starting out with boys because we're men. We also have a Queen's Accountability group that'll be coming in to help us with the young ladies when we get this program up and off the ground. That'll be our main focus at certain points. As far as like the availability to it, our program is open to anyone that can make their way into the youth club, period. If not, all they got to do is get in contact with us, and we are going to offer a lot of the stuff we do virtually. So we're open to any kid, any youth that can get to the club and that's willing to actually commit to the process. Like I said, this is a commitment. We realize that a lot of people ain't going to be able to commit to this. We can't save everybody, but we can help those that want to be saved. You dig what I'm saying? So we got a lot of stuff that's going on. In addition to that, I'm also working with LSO, which is a life skills organization, a nonprofit that's ran by my guy. You probably know him, it's Terrell Irvin. And man, we're doing some brilliant things with my man, me and T are doing right now. Right now, I am the actual host of First Tuesdays that takes place every first Tuesday of the month. I'm one of the house poets. We have an event that goes down every first Tuesday of the month. And in that program that we have, the money that we make off of the poetry explosions and all of the stuff we do with poems, we take that and we donate it directly to the Life Skills organization, where he also has a program that's designed to help youth that are in the community and Baby Hunters Point and throughout the entire neighborhood, not just the Point, but all over. So we're doing a lot of fantastic things that are helping people do some things that are going to allow them to be the best version of themselves.
Brother, I can't salute you enough. From the moment, even before we went live and backstage, I could feel your energy coming through this. I can see your passion.
Thank you.
What you are essentially doing for young men is something that we have been needing for the last 500-600 years, particularly in our community, because we've lost the cultural rites of passage from boyhood to manhood, and y'all are mentoring that group specifically. It's powerful, it's needed, particularly with the type of example that you're setting. I want to ask you, as somebody who's pursued both athletics and academics, when you're dealing with these young men and you're talking about helping them balance their passions and then dealing with the discipline of maybe professional development or just being a well-rounded young man, right, how do you have those types of conversations? And can you maybe highlight somebody that you've really saw a real turnaround in, that you've been able to see that moment put a stamp on?
Absolutely. We currently, like I said, have a program that's massively growing right now. And I can't do nothing but to highlight the kid that I mentored directly, and that's my son. My son was having a real difficult time. And it's funny that you mentioned this, because he was having a real difficult time of staying focused in class and doing his own thing and figuring out what to do. You know, eventually he started to see that there were scouts coming around. Coach T-Juan Blake and a couple other people who had the opportunity to really be close to him. Because as a coach, you know, they listen better to other people sometimes than their daddies when it comes to sports. Coach T-Juan Blake, shout out to him. Coach Kev, shout out to these two brothers because they wrapped their arms around him. Coach Greg as well. They wrapped their arms around him and they got in his ear. And they told him, you have an opportunity to do something special, and that's to get paid to go play baseball in college. And for some way and somehow, it seemed to penetrate. In his senior year, it snapped and it turned on. It turned on in his senior year. He started getting looked at by the major different schools and different opportunities to come up. It came down to the point where Cal came to see him. And unfortunately, he didn't have the grades to get there. But because he's finally had the right attitude and his grades finally started to go up, they were able to get somebody else to offer him a scholarship. That was Art U. So if you got people around kids that can also do more than just what the person directly responsible for them can do, which we do for kids, sometimes the parents can't get to them the way we get to them. So we have a way of communicating with kids that their parents sometimes can't get to them because we're going to keep it real with them. You know what I mean? We tell them all the time in our program, either you're performing or you're warming. We ain't playing with you. Either there ain't no daddy ball with us. Either you're performing or you're warming, period. And that's how we teach our kids. We're not sitting up here, babies, you know what I mean, teaching them like babies or anything like that. So we want to make sure that we bring the men out of them. Yeah, it's just the truth, man. You can't coddle these young men, or you're gonna turn out. They're gonna turn into something that we don't want to see. You know what I mean? And that's just the truth about it, man. Our goal, like I said, we make men, and our job is small steps, great distance. Small steps, great distance. Shout out to the guy himself, Dr. Eric Thomas, for all of the wisdom that he has and giving this game.
Man, hey, Ron, all I could do, I got to blow up the spot. You know, I can't let you out of here without blowing up the spot. Shot fired, ladies. Did you hear the brothers? When you got men working with the young people, allow them to do it. And I'm glad you said that, Ron, because I always tell these sisters out here.
Get out the way. Nothing personal.
Single mothers. When men are teaching young men how to be men.
Right.
That's
the biggest point.
A lot of these women are trying to, don't talk to my son like this. Hold on. You want him to be a young man or do you not? They always try to, hey, listen, that's great advice right there. Parents, all of the ladies out there, single mothers, I'm blowing up the spot on you. Don't be bringing your kids to no mentor. Then you want to complain how they talking to them and how they, well, no. We trying to break them from being, we trying to put that masculine energy into them. We trying to teach them how to be. Yeah, those little Leos. Okay, I don't know, but I just appreciate you saying that, Ron, because a lot of times, you know, parents don't hear it, and I want to give you kudos because Rico always talks about it when he comes on here. Rico, I mentored his son. You know, some of the things Rico, like John, everything you told my son, I told him, but he didn't listen to me, but he listened to you. He Cal right now, right? And I say, Rico, don't get mad when we talk about the village. When we talk about it takes a village to raise our young people. It really does. And absolutely. I'm glad you said that because some of these coaches who have kids are going off on their kids and all this. And it's like, you got to sometimes let other people. I don't know. I always tell people, you might not get it from me. You might get it from Ron. You might get it from Mark. But as long as they get it from somebody, we got to teach our parents to stop getting mad. Oh, my kid listen to them, but they don't listen to me. Hey, it don't matter who they listen to. As long as they get the information, that's what we got to start saluting in our community. And I'm just appreciative that you said that because a lot of folks that I know that's coaches and have kids in sports, they just be going off. I'm like, man, let somebody else work with your kid because sometimes that energy just don't work. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you being open and just being vulnerable to say that because a lot of the brothers in the community, a lot of sisters in the community, all of the time, I stopped working with a lot of people, kids. I'm like, look, don't tell me how to mentor him and teach him how to be a young man. You can come try to jam me up. Hey, Jair, hold on. Want me to help him or you don't? That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Sister Ayo.
As a single mother with two African-American young men, I have a 16-year-old and a 6-year-old. I say it all the time. I am a woman. I cannot teach my boys how to be men. It is my job as their mother to instill great morals and values and the importance of having integrity. However, to surround them by influential, strong Black men who have a path and who want to mentor these children, I step aside. My older son, who's 16, has been very fortunate to have some great mentors and male role models in his life. And I will call him in a minute, like, you know what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not getting to him. So there's something that they need. It is embedded in them and a rite of passage to have that older male figure, uncle
Right.
figure, brother figure, whatever it is, the role that they play, to have that in their life, especially influential men, especially those who do not use their trials and tribulations as a goat to try to get in and gaining relationship with the children, but showing them where they are right now and the infinite possibilities of what they can be doing, and checking them hard. Like you said, it's not about going easy on them or patting them on the back or saying, oh, you get a participation trophy. No, because you don't get that in real life. So I feel that it is imperative for our children, our young men, to grow up and to see the importance in the aspect from a man's perspective, opposed to us just trying to say, as mothers, we want to cuddle our sons sometimes. We want to make sure we kiss the boo-boo and put a Band-Aid on it. But they need that tough love, so to speak, and that swift kick sometimes to get them out of their own ways and getting comfortable. So I commend you, brother, on everything that you're doing.
I'm blowing up the spot on you. Shots fired. Here at both sides of the conversation, we believe participants should win as well. Okay, I'm just gonna change that narrative. We're doing it here at both sides of the conversation. You know why? And I've changed my mentality, Ron. When I grew up, I always said, the winners win and the losers lose.
Right.
But I also understand.
But you don't get a participation trophy if you're not participating in your
we
own.
Giving them out here at both sides of the conversation. You participate, you win. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. And I've changed I'm telling you, Ayo, I've changed my mind on it. Because I understand now when I work with kids, I'm around these young kids and they're very impressionable. And I understand sometimes when you don't have confidence and you don't have belief in yourself, right? That right there will stop you from just even trying to get involved. And sometimes that little incentive to say, hey, you didn't win, but because you had the courage, you was vulnerable and you put yourself out there. Here's something to make you feel good to continue to push and work harder to get there. So that's why I believe in it a little bit. I'm changing the narrative on that. Okay. I know when I grew up, I was the same way. I don't know, those kids, they lost, they're losers. But here at both sides of the conversation, everybody wins. Not everybody wins at both sides of the conversation.
Right.
We got a few losers. I don't know. Shots fired. We got a few losers. I'm blowing up the spot. I don't know. Hey, but Rob, we got to get out of here because we got
right. I appreciate that, man.
Go ahead.
I thoroughly appreciate that response because it's very important that in the programs that we have out there. We got things to reward people that are doing well, but we also got ways of showing people that you're making progress. Like I said before, small steps, great distances. As long as you're being coached correctly, you're going to get to small steps, and we reward those. You're rewarded by your steps. As long as you keep stepping, we're going to keep pushing you.
Man, that's what's up. I appreciate you saying that, Ron. I'm just changing that narrative. A lot of folks tell me, no, John, you shouldn't do that. I got to change that narrative because I know, I was that kid. I was scared to get into the spelling bee, Ron, because I just I know I'm a mess. They gave me a participation award next year. I spilled cotton candy green. Cotton candy. That's my safety. Let me get
Right. Hey, I love you, Bishop. Let's go.
Hey, you already know. Hey, Rob, before we let you go, first, just want to say thank you. Thank you to the Kings Accountability Group. Thank you to the baseball work y'all doing at West County. Hey, again, this is what we need in our community. I know financially a lot of organizations are being hit because of the budget cuts across the Bay Area. Absolutely. And we continue to ask those founders, supporters, those donors, philanthropists, continue to support these type of organizations that keep our young people active, especially across this Bay Area. San Francisco, Oakland, all across the Bay Area getting hit with major budget cuts. A lot of businesses are leaving the city. And I'm telling you now, I'm in these meetings. A lot of youth programs are going to be hit. A lot of funding opportunities are going away. So again, community. Let's all do our part, donate, help support so that every kid gets in the program. I had to pay for a couple of kids to get into a football program just because their parents couldn't afford it. So if we all do our part to make sure that our young people get an opportunity to play, I'll support. I'll stand by. I'll take the lead. I'll even give out the participation awards. Okay, community, I'll do it. But brother,
You got some nice awards, y'all. They're not paper certificates.
I ain't giving out no paper certificate. All right, brother Rod. Before we let you go, brother Rod, I want to give you an opportunity to give a shout out to any of your folks at West County, Kings County, Biddy, whoever you want. And if you want to give any parting ways so we can get this amazing brother up next. But I thank you for being here. You're more than welcome. You're part of our family. Come anytime, anything you want to do. You got space here at both sides of the conversation, King.
Right off top, I just want to thank God for blessing me with my sanity back, showing me that there's a power greater than me that has restored me my sanity. Super thankful, man, to the entire IAF family, to Hit and Run, to West County, to, of course, the Kings Accountability, period. I love y'all. To my sisters that's listening, to my son, everybody around me. I'm nothing without y'all. It's been an honor and a pleasure to do God's work and to stand in front of greatness. Man, bro, you know I love you. I love all y'all. Angelique on the back end. Baby, I love you too, man. I'm rocking with y'all day out. Let me know when you need something, man. I won't miss the next bowling event for sure.
Man, off top, man, I appreciate you being here.
We're going to lock in and do something in collaboration, bro, for sure.
Man, anytime, brother, reach out. You know, we already collaborating on one thing. We can't publicly say it, but
yeah. We'll keep that one locked down.
I'm 10 toes down about the movement of the people. You know, I love my black people. You know, I love the queens. I'm always going to uplift and support the queens of the community, no matter what they say about the bishop. I always uplift the women and the men of the community. Thank you, King, for doing all of the things that you do to inspire our youth, changing the narrative, making these stories possible. We got to keep doing it. So thank you. Thank you to the Kings Accountability Group. I'm waiting. Y'all got to give me an invite. I don't know what I got to do to get in. I'm there. You. Hey, but thank you, brother. Let's connect. I'll have Angelique reach out to you. Let's connect. Let's talk about maybe we could do something, even if it's just we sponsor a game or something. I want to help because anytime I get an opportunity to bless the young people, I am for our young people. I always tell our elders, we have to pass the torch. We have to empower these young people, and I'll put my dollars and my action time behind uplifting young people in our community. So thank you, Ron. You are the man.
Thank you,
Get through your fast, brother. I got a fast going on too. You inspired me now. It's over. I'm fasting everything. I ain't even pick up the phone. Don't call the bishop. All right. Hey, I see you, good brother. We'll chop it up. I'll see you soon.
For sure. We'll talk.
All right, brother. All power to the people.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. All right, there you have it, community. I just gave y'all my safe word. Cotton candy, I blew it up the spot. I was able to get to the second round of this felony. Shots fired, shots fired. I don't know. We ain't got to Sunday yet, but I know it's going down. Hey, with that being said, this is our last Hidden Gym tonight, community. Hang in there. This brother right here, phenomenal. When I say phenomenal, brother, phenomenal. I know it's Phenomenal Women's Month, but this brother right here, when I talk about a testimony, brother who's been through it, giving back, loving on the people, impact. See, both sides of the conversation, we always talking about impact. How do we change the narrative? This brother is doing it. With that being said, this King, Dr. Reggie Daniels, welcome back to both sides of the conversation, King.
Hey, big shout out to the bishop, man. How you doing, man? Brother Scott, Sister Ayo, it's good to see you all. Man, y'all have some powerful people, community folks on here tonight. The sister, you know, with the sorority, bringing the sisters together around the double Dutch, you know, the sister Jamila with the healthy food and healthy drinks. And then the brother Ryan with the youth, you know, bringing it all together. So we coming on the same vein, man. You know, really, our thing is transformational miracles. We believe in change. You know, we believe that ordinary people can do extraordinary things in simple spaces. That's the genius in us. So we have an organization called Transformational Miracles, which is built on basically my story, which is that once you go on the other side of the tracks, it don't mean that you can't make it back. Michelle Alexander wrote a book about, you know, the new Jim Crow, where being incarcerated can be a permanent outcast, undercast. You can't get back to mainstream America. Well, I'm here to dispel all those myths. 2019, we earned our PhD. We started Transformational Miracles. We also have our business that is supported by both sides of the conversation. We thank you for Beautiful Sound Productions, where my sister and I, we bring the music. Man, that bowling event was exciting, brother. So we just here tonight with all those gifts, man. What's up with the bishop, man?
Man, the bishop, man. First of all, I just say I love you, brother, because I think this is what we have to change. When we talk about changing the narrative, I was telling somebody today, what I'm gonna start doing, I consistently always do it. I gotta start hugging my brothers. I gotta start saying I love my brothers, because I think as men, we just gotta embrace each other. We love each other. We gotta break this stigma of how we be. And I just want to say I love you, because I understand the struggle, your past, where you come from. You know, it's hard to make it out coming out of D10, out of Potrero Hill. You know, you've been nothing but solid 10 toes down on the ground, brother. I mean, to watch you, when you talk about transformation, you are the face of transformation. When you talk about coming from D10, doing the things you do, going back to school, coming out, getting your doctorate degree, loving the people and healing the people through music. When you talk about transformation, transforming people through music, I'm talking about moving the conscious soul. All I know is I saw that happen. I mean, the music moves the people in a way. Oh man, it's so powerful. You know, the stuff that you're doing at USF, equipping the next generation with information, bringing those foot soldiers, folks, to the community, to these young people, to get them opportunity is so powerful, Reggie. It's very powerful, man. You everywhere, you support everybody, you in every community, you in every hood, and you loving on the people. How do you do it, brother? They asked me that, but I gotta ask you that. How do you do it, brother?
Well, you know, Bishop, it's it's kind of karma, but it's also like that cyclication, that recycle of energy, man. You know, I live for the people. Tupac said it best: if it ain't no hope for the youth, it ain't no hope for the future. So we believe in ours. You know, we're not accepting the super predator narrative that they put out. You know, we're not accepting that our kids is monsters. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Like bad information, you know, Doc Marshall taught us, man, you know, could lead us to make bad, poor choices. But the main thing that keeps me going, man, is believing in our people. I always say this, man, the most dangerous thing that you can do in a white supremacist system is love on black people. And you do it all the time, Jeff. So you know it's hard, man. Bishop, come on, man. You know how they fight against us when you love it on us, man. It ain't easy, bro.
Man, hey, Reggie, you should see all the hate mail that I get just for loving these black babies.
I can imagine.
Okay, let me tell you, all the hate. I'm gonna tell you, I get a lot of it. I don't even talk about it on the air publicly. You just see the hate mail I get because we blessing our young people. Oh, you guys are acting like they in the strip. I hear all of it, right, Reggie? And I'm saying, how many people in our community are loving on the babies? All of this funding that we have, how much is we investing back into our children? The children are loving it. The children are having fun, but the adults, because of our sick mind, because of our unhealed trauma, because of the pain that we've been through, we push it on our kids. I don't care. I tell them I'm gonna love on my people. I don't care if it's the unpopular thing. I don't care if your mind can't unwind the dirtiness of your mind. I'm gonna love on the babies because I know on top of all of those hateful emails, there's a lot of positive emails. Families, oh, Bishop, I appreciate you. My kids is walking around smiling. They still holding on their money. They still talking about it. That's impact. I don't know, Reggie, but I don't know what else to do. We get all the bad news in the community. We hear all of the bad things that's going on. But once you do the right thing, it's still never enough. I don't know. Like you said, in this racist society that we are in, it's something about when black people try to love on black people, there's always an issue. 970 people there, Reggie. You witnessed it. No fight, no arguments. Everything free. Everybody having a good time. They ain't saying nothing about, wait a second. This brother had everybody from every district there. No drama, no pain. They don't talk about that. But they can talk about, oh, he's throwing money at the kids. Oh, he's doing this. I said, wow, this is what we come to. We ain't gonna talk about the narrative of black folk. When black folks get together, you know the narrative. Oh, when black folks come together, there's always a fight. There's always an argument. There's always somebody gonna act up. Did you see anybody act up, Reggie? 900.
Not one.
70 people there. Every community, Hunters Point, Fillmore, Tenderloin, Intermission, Outer Mission. I don't know. Black and brown people everywhere. I didn't see one push, one argument, one fight. Everybody had a lane. Everybody was in front of the DJ booth dancing. Nobody was mad. I'm just saying. But the one thing they penalized me on, oh, you throwing money at the kids like you in the strip club. I said, look at the devil. Look at
Right.
the enemy. He's always trying to take down the progression of the people. We can't celebrate. You go to other cultures, they throw money at their people. Oh, it's a great wedding. This is all it is. But soon as black folks love on black folks, oh, here we go.
It's
But
the
nevertheless,
most radical thing we can do is love on ourselves and take care of ourselves. That is almost an act of aggression to other people. And
Yes.
again, they think we got the same nature and spirit that they do. We ain't on no revenge. We don't want no get back. Now we want our reparations and the money that you owe us, but we
They
just
want
want to
that.
be left alone to love on ourselves and take care of ourselves. And that seems to be a problem for folks.
Wow.
it's crazy.
Wow,
But
Bishop.
Hey, DJ Reggie, I'm gonna say this to you, Dr. Daniels, because I know you know we gonna keep loving on our black folks. I'm unapologetically black. I keep telling these folks, I'm not apologizing for being black, and I'm not gonna let no system, nobody police tone how we love on our people. See, it's something
Yes.
about when black folks want to enjoy themselves. There's always an outsider saying, you guys shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say that. It shouldn't be like that. No, I'm loving on my people the way we love on our people. I always tell people, you were invited, but you don't get to come in here and police the way we organize and we function as black folks. Same thing on this platform. I love all people. We've had white people, black people, Asian. I invite everybody to this platform, but I remind them, I do uplift the black and brown voices of this community. This is for the people. We open it up to everybody. I welcome everybody to all of our social media platforms. You can comment, post, say whatever you want. But the minute you try to police my people and tell them what they can say and how to say it, oh, you got to go. And we don't do that over here. We're always uplifting our people. If you want to be at the barbecue, as I tell them, you got to deal with what goes on in the barbecue. Sometimes you might hear a little colorful conversation. You might hear some stuff you ain't used to. Hey, but when you around, it's either you get in and fit in, or you got to sit there somewhere else because it ain't happening over here. But with that being said, because it's about you, Reggie, you are the definition. You and your sister too. I'm gonna forget her. It's Women History Month. Shout out to DJ Nod, man.
DJ Nana.
Not do it all the time. But Reggie, man, you are such an inspiration. The tenacity, to continue to persevere. You get what I'm saying? So many obstacles thrown at you that you could have just said enough. When I talk about strong black men, when I talk about my brother, you are one of those people. I'm like, my brother Reggie. Because I mimic and mirror you all the time because I see you loving on the people. I've never seen you once not show up for people. I've seen you at events and you didn't even have to be there and you there. And I'm saying, wow. See, we don't have to compete. This is why I tell the brothers, we don't have to compete. All we have to do is walk side by side and uplift each other. I keep telling people we don't have to be in silos. I don't need to be mad because you get an opportunity. I don't. Because when you're a great man and you walk with the people, all the blessings come. I've watched you from one speaker to this whole operation. I'm saying, look at God. Don't tell me what's not possible. You are the hope for so many young brothers. You know how many young brothers in juvenile hall when I go up there and say, hey, man, I see DJ Reggie at your thing. He be on the hill throwing it down for me. I want to get out and DJ. That's powerful. And then not only being powerful, you respect the influence. You was on here a few weeks ago talking about, man, I don't play certain things because I understand the mind and what it can do. You know how powerful that is to have discipline? Man, I love you, brother. That's all I can say, Reg. I love you. I don't even want to go. I know Io and Mark got questions. I'm just proud of you. You know, your transformation, your walk. When we talk about walking in action, man, you walk that walk, brother. And that's why I'm happy you're here because we got to uplift you as a hidden gem, man, because maybe somebody out there don't know. They got to know tonight. You got a party. You got an event. You want somebody that's cool, somebody that's respectful. Go make sure the crowd moving, but go have a little discernment and make sure that things go. This is the brother, man. Not only that, always dropping gems. He's a doctor, y'all. Doctor. Out of D10, out of Potrero Hill, public housing. Come on, don't tell me greatness can't happen. All I can say, brother, I love you, brother. I'm proud of you.
Love you, Bishop.
I salute you, King. And anything that you know I do, you need it. I'm there to support you, brother. I'm never not go do that for you.
I
So
love you, Bishop.
for everything you do, brother. Come on.
Thank you, Bishop.
Come on, man. Go ahead, Ayo. I know you got some questions.
I can't even talk right now. Y'all go make me cry. That's just beautiful. Like, you don't see the genuine respect and camaraderie. You know what I mean? Yes, it is Women's History Month, but to see that brotherhood right there, that respect, that love, it's frowned upon in our community to show love and be affectionate. You know what I mean? It's not about being vulnerable or anything. That's just, thank you for that. That's the beautiful moment that needed to be shared like that. That genuine, raw and uncut respect and unadulterated love. That is beautiful. I'm sorry, y'all making me emotional. I'm the only girl on here. You got more shots fired on that one. I promise. Okay. But to ask the question, can you elaborate and share more about what it is that Transformational Miracles does and what it is that you guys provide in the support you're providing the families and things like that? Can you just elaborate and let the community know what it is that you guys are doing?
Yeah, sure. Transformational Miracles is still in its infantry phases. We're still searching for funding. We're still building our staff. However, what we focus on is recovery, re-entry, and re-education. We come out to communities. We bring crystals. We bring healing. We bring great food. We bring good information. We grab speakers, and we come out. We did right after COVID, we did a series called The Summer of Love. And we did that. We went out to all parts of the city. We did 6 events. We brought music. We brought food. We brought face painting. We brought crystals. We brought sage. You know, we had folks come up. We had the mother of one of his brother's name is very famous. He was slaughtered at the at the BART station over there. His name is failing me right now, but his mom came out to speak. It was very powerful. You know, this is Women's Month, so you know, transformational. We had to get sis up in there. You know, Nana, she watching, man. She would normally be on here with me, but hey, I wouldn't be who I am without her. Everybody's saying she's the new, better DJ, better version. Hey, when you teach somebody, you give them all they got, they should surpass you. We want the youth to surpass us. So she's the queen, man. She's fire. People love her. She's an up-and-coming DJ. She's also works in the unions. And so, you know, we bring all those, I work in re-entry in the jails. So we bring all that collaboration into our nonprofit to try to mitigate some of the stuff from mass incarceration and you know, and the fathers not being present and things of that nature.
Man, yeah, definitely shout out to DJ Nana, man. You already know. Nobody doing better. And before Mark asks his question, I want to say this. You both of you, when we talk about what Black families look like, when we talk about what brother and sister love is, y'all do it for me. I mean, you know, me and my brother, we got our special relationship. Me and my sisters, we got our special relationships, and we support each other and all of that, man. But the way you and Nana do it, man, it's just y'all energy together, man. It's just like, wow. When we get both of y'all in the building, it's like, I just be like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate y'all relationship, you know, and y'all are the definition of what brother and sisterhood should look like in our community. Like, to support each other, uplift. Is no, like you said, no. Hey, you supposed to uplift. That's what we supposed to do. It's not about who got hired and who. It's like we winning together. And man, I appreciate that, man. I love you, Nana. I know you watching. I know she's supporting. Watching. But brother Mark, go ahead.
First of all, Dr. Daniels, let me just say, brother, thank you for being the light that you are.
Thank you, brother.
Everybody goes through a journey. All of us have a story to tell and a testimony. Not everybody adds a skill set and continues to pour into developing themselves so that they can be even more effective at telling the transformative message about their life. Can you just kind of talk about maybe some of the key milestones in your process of growth that you would want to make sure that as your legacy outlives you, that the world would remember that you left it?
Yeah, good question, brother Mark. I appreciate that. Hey, listen, so this is the thing, right? So, relationships, man, are a huge part of young people's lives, right? And so me, graduating from Reardon in my community, like I said, I came from the hood, but my grandparents had a house, so they sent me to Catholic school, and I was expected to be successful. However, I got into a relationship and it went bad. And my friends around me encouraged me to be violent, man. And really what it was, I was just hurt. It was my first love. I really needed a mentor to say, bro, you hurt, you'll get over it. But it turned into a fight, escalated to a shooting. And that was the first big transition in my life to the other side of the tracks, and I stayed on that side for over 15 years. That would pollute and be a cycle of negativity in my life, just a downward cycle. So, we work now. We want, one of the things that I would like to leave as a legacy is to have brothers like you, the bishop, to be here, the sister Io, to be here for these brothers when they have those pivotal moments, and not telling them the street BS. Yeah, man, you got to do this, be hard, be this, be that. Hey, man, it's all right to cry. It's all right to love. It's all right to have a first love. It's all right to have puppy love. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to do all that. And hey, man, if you are dating somebody and they seeing somebody else, hey, man, it ain't worth fighting for, man. It's like 8 billion people on this planet, and like 4.7 billion is women, man. They all over the world, man. And it's men all over the world, man. So it's never worth it, So that's one of the pivotal things. The other thing is that coming out of the cycle of incarceration, good information. We hooked up with the Omegas. Many of us are fruits of that, Jack and Dr. Marshall. So we give a big shout out to them for the good information that they gave us. But man, one of my saving graces, believe it or not, was the theater, live performance, man. USF, I got my foot in the door. I wrote the brother Ken, big shout out to the brother Ken Anderson. He's been making comments. He said he's seen Man Alive. It was my life story with 4 other men of color. We told our story. We acted it out on stage. It sold out. We brought more people. They said people of color to USF ever to move forward the history of the school. USF is one of the oldest schools here. And hey, man, I already sent the syllabus out. I got to get y'all to come up there because we holding them accountable, man. They got all this money and resources. They one of the oldest higher learning institutions in the city. And hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Look, we need that access. We need those resources. We want to build collaborations between the walls, the two institutions. So incarceration and higher learning institutions, they go together. Brothers, it's a natural match. They call Quentin and these prisons the hidden university. So we want to no longer be hidden. Come bring them all out. And it's doctors, lawyers, it's professors in there. We got everything in jail locked up, man. Come out, be all you can. That's the message. So that's probably the next pivotal thing. And the other thing is just spirituality, man. We don't really trip on the religious brands, but hey, man, find a spiritual system that works for you. Healthy food, a healthy spiritual diet, a connection to the ancestors and to purpose and passion, man, to keep you going. So yeah, man. Hey, one more thing I just want to say. So
I gotta blow up the spot. I gotta blow up the spot. This Sunday, Mars and Venus is colliding. I'm sorry. It's gonna be shot.
Hey, you gonna love this, John. Hey, look, so the brother goes by the name of Ghetto, man. You know what I'm saying? And he started an organization called No Kid. It's called No Kid is Hungry. No Kid will go hungry. One minute, let me pull it up. No Kid will go hungry, and he has a thing coming up this Sunday. He's supporting Beautiful Sound Productions. So me and Nah be out there. It's called No Hungry Kids. Hopefully you can talk to him and get him on here. But the brother, he came from that side of the tracks. His name is Ghetto. But every morning he
Ghetto is. Shout out to my guy, Ghetto. Big Red, Little Red. They're my guys. Come on, Ghetto.
Come on, man.
Support you, brother. You already know.
Right, so March 24th, he having his first event. I'll send you guys the flyer. It's called the First Hillbilly Spring Fling, and it's in light of Charlie O. Many of y'all know that Charlie O is a legacy, and man, it's their first big push off. We're gonna be there to push them off, like you said. We gotta be there for each other. Me and DJ Nana gonna be out there. It starts at 11 in the morning. We go to 5. We're gonna do it with no incident. We're gonna pray it out. We're gonna stay it out, man. We're gonna love the devil out of our community, man.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Reggie, make sure you give Ghetto my number. I had it. I know you always changed the number, but tell him to call me so I can go ahead and support him.
Okay,
I heard about it. I just haven't had time to reach out to him. But tell Ghetto to call me. And yeah, I'm gonna support him, man. That's what we do. We support the people. So, you know, it's that time, Reg. It's late. I know you're the last one. This is why you was the last, but great. But I want to give you an opportunity to give out your final shots out. Any words you want to give to the community. Blow up the spot, Reg. It's on you.
Blow it up. Hey, man, look, I want to sound off, man, for our own Mary London Breed, man, because she has been supporting Black organizations. She has supported our organization, called us out many times. She's up for re-election. If you had an opportunity, get out and support her. Don't believe the hype what all these people are saying. I'm telling you from the ground up, man, she really believes in her community and she has worked with people. I just want to give a big shout out to our D10 supervisor, Shaman Walton, who's been a big supporter of mine. Know him since as a kid. We call ourselves cousins because my auntie and his uncle, his mom used to be together. And so we thankful for that. We want to give a shout out to YCD, one of the strongest Black organizations in our community. They've looked out for us as we put on these events. Under the guidance of DJ, Stand in Peace. That's under our sister Aaron, stand in peace.
Javon,
man.
Javon, you
Javon, yeah, Javon. Man, I was against Javon. The first, you know, we honor beautiful women, man. The first woman in Omega. So we want to shout out to her. We want to shout out to CARE. That's a non-profit organization. It did No Hungry Kids with Ghetto, man. And that's it, man. We just thank you for this opportunity.
Man, that's what's up, man. Shout out to all
of them. We got
your
spot at the school. I sent you the syllabus too, John. Come on up.
All right, I got you, brother. Hey, you know what? Just want to definitely say shout out to Siobhan Stand in Peace for the amazing work they do. They just had a great celebration for the Harriet Tubman Awards. Shout out to my guy Ghetto. Shout out to District 10 Supervisor Shaman Walter. Shout out to our amazing mayor, London Breed. Shout out to our Women History Month maker, Miss Dr. Cheryl Davis, the Mega Black Family, the Human Rights Commission, Dreamkeeper Initiative, YCD, all of the amazing folks. There's some amazing things happening. We thank you all. Shout out to Dr. Sai. Hey, listen, there's some movement happening. There's some motion in San Francisco. I don't know. Get out there, vote. Make sure your voice is heard. Don't believe the hype. Go out there, do your research, see what's going on. There's some transformative things happening in our community thanks to the great leadership that we have in San Francisco. With that being said, Brother Reggie, thank you again for being here. I'll be seeing you soon. I'll be up there to come speak to the youth. I love you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. And you know you got my support. Whenever you need the bishop, reach out. I'm there for you, brother.
Love you, brother. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, we'll see you soon, Reg. Keep in touch, brother.
Okay. Right. Love you guys. Peace out.
All right. There y'all have it. DJ Reggie. Dr. DJ Reggie. Sister, amazing sister. Yeah. DJ Nana. What's up, y'all? Community tonight. We've had a full house. I know it's longer than usual. I don't know where all my hidden gems been hiding at. We had some technical difficulties. We got some changes that's got to happen. I don't know. We got through this hidden gem show. I'm fired up now. And then, you know, at the end of the day, my heart is hurting. My head is hurting. I've been eating bad food. My safe word is coming out more and more. And then we have shots fired. Io's with the steak knife, stabbing the bishop tonight. I'm blowing out the spot on you, Io. Don't wait. Sunday. Get ready, community. Shots is fired. It's going to be a problem on Sunday. All you fellas that are afraid to speak up, I need you to sign up. All my fellas that's going to speak. Shots fired. I need some backup. Io, get ready. I'm blowing you up. I'm blowing you up on Sunday. Put that
Nikki here, so I ain't even worried about you. I'm going to have Nikki here, so I ain't even worried about you. It's all good.
Put the steak
coming with the essence. We're coming with the full feminine energy. No raising voices, no nothing.
You better put that steak knife up, okay?
That's all right. If they bring the smoke, we got them. We got them, Bishop.
Come on. It's going to be a great conversation this Sunday. But with that being said, Brother Mark, the voice, go ahead and give us some part words now. It's been interesting tonight.
And you know what? Tonight has been interesting. And quite honestly, with so many great hidden gems, it was really balanced. And again, I know we're in Women's History Month celebrating our sisters, but I'll be quite honest. I'm noticing there's this Philadelphia spirit. There's a spirit of brotherly love that I'm starting to hear more and more. and I'm loving the momentum that's picking up. So as we celebrate our sisters, let that energy just continue to reciprocate so we can learn to continue to celebrate each other, because we need each other. We need to eat better. We need more health. We need to be more active. We need our sisters staying in shape, being healthy, building community, networking together. We need brothers that are on the post, mentoring our young people, helping them get from childhood to manhood, because without a rite of passage, a lot of us men didn't have that, and we never really understood or knew when we got to manhood. So to have those types of programs in place in the community, and to have a shining example, somebody who's come from the deepest, darkest places in society and is risen to the top to be a shining light and is reaching back to help others. Our community is blessed. We're rich with gems, just like the soil in the motherland. The soil of our community has rich resources, and I'm glad we get the opportunity to show them off.
Hey, all I can say is thank you for that, brother. I needed to hear that tonight. I'm still debating. Am I going to eat healthy tonight? Maybe I got to do, because it's bad food that I'm eating. I don't know. Sister Io, shots fired. Blowing up the spot. It's on you. Talk to the people, Queen.
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank all of our guests for coming on tonight. I saw one common ground with all of our guests this evening, and it was health, happiness, and healing in every perspective, every aspect, from playing double dutch, getting our people, our women out there being active and being able to build that unity and sisterhood. It's so important. Like she said, you know, sometimes we come from different walks in life and we feel intimidated by what we see in the reflection in ourselves and what we feel inadequate about, but being able to bond with a sisterhood and not seeing faults or flaws is so important. You know, why not do it through something that brings back that nostalgia and gives you that little bit of a glimmer? With Sister Jamila and the Melanade, I'm telling y'all, please go and support her. When we talk about health is wealth, I felt so rich drinking those juices. Like, we have to go back and make sure we re-up. But her spirit is genuine. She attracts this light, and everything she was saying tonight is exactly what she stands on. It's important to pour back into our community, rebuilding what it means to have that system of food, finance, and education is so important. And for her to be able to sit there and doing it for our babies, like you always say, John, we have to be the example. We have to start to model exactly what we expect in our children. So if you're eating wrong, you're doing all these things, how you expect your children to do it? And you buying fruit snacks and all those things, they're not going to be able to do it if you're not pouring it back into them. Ron G, oh my God, his energy captivated everything in this, okay? Everything, his energy, his tenacity, his resilience, and what he's doing with our youth. We've had it where we had just, you know, a sisterhood, and then him building up our young men. It's so important for us to have that individuality, but it all collectively has one common goal, and that is bringing back the unity in our Black and Brown communities, which is so important. We give big ups to Dr. Daniels. We give big ups to his sister as well. They bring this type of love and genuine and authentic care when they come into the spot. You can't help but to smile and want to pump your fist. You know what I mean? So I want to leave us with this, with everything that was said, with, you know, Sister Cynthia with her sisterhood, and as well as Ron G building up the men. It's going to take us both. And what we said on Sunday's show, we need each other. We need each other. I know we blowing up spots. We getting ready for our Sunday conversation, but the common goal is realizing whatever the individuality is, there's one collective impact that we have to have, and that is being together with in unison. So women, we have to make sure we are nurturing our village and supporting our men, so they can feel confident in protecting us and providing for us in every which way. So let's come together collectively. And we're going to get John some shots of some ginger, because he needed it. He's losing his sales, you guys. You know, so anybody that's in the food industry with some good, you know, meal prepping, some juicing, you know what I mean. We gotta get John eating right. He eating that plastic rice out here. This is good. Nevertheless, we're gonna leave it.
John Myers. I was taking me out before she leaves. I'm blowing up.
I'm fired up. No soundboard. I'm fired up.
Oh, wow. See, a little bad food has cost me a lifetime of just pain. Okay. Some of my anger, some of my passion is because I'm eating this bad food. I got an attitude, community. I'm not happy. Y'all got to give me some new food. I'm reaching out to Jamila. Where's my executive assistant at? Call Jamila. Give me some juices. Next day air to me. I need some help, community. I don't know, but we blowing up the spot this Sunday. Y'all get ready. All the women, all the men. We're going to talk about this Mars and Venus. Is it colliding? Is it dividing? Or is it uniting? I don't know. We'll figure out this Sunday. I'm getting ready. All the smoke is coming. I'm setting off alarms. I don't know. It's going down. I gotta stop. It's late. I know people throwing rocks at me already. I'm sorry, community. Y'all don't understand what's going to happen this Sunday. It's going to be a WWE Royal Rumble. And I don't know. I said there's a lot of nurturing spirit coming on. I don't know. There was a lot of shots fired tonight. Started with Cynthia. I don't know if there's any love left in our community. I can't take anymore. This is it. All right. Let me get to the benediction so we can get out here tonight. It's going to be hard for me to get through this benediction. I put the snake knife up. I don't want to be stabbed anymore. I don't know. All right. With that being said, community. I can't even get what is wrong with me? Community. Tonight has been another great Hidden Gem segment. I don't know what time you tuned in. There's been a lot of shots fired. Things being blown up. Things being said. I don't know. But I'm here to tell you, I've been blessed. Because on this Hidden Gem show, every Tuesday, it's a great show. It's a time to laugh. It's a time to smile. It's a time to uplift the greatness, the Black excellence, the brown excellence of our community. It is time to uplift the business, the opportunities, the organizations, the people that are doing amazing things to impact our community. Tonight, you heard from Cynthia when we talk about how do we bring back some of the things that we used to do to today. Maybe some of the young folk didn't understand how important it was to double jump rope, skip, play all these different games that we used to do as kids. It's bringing community together, whatever it takes for us to unite, whether you call it sisterhood. It's a bonding opportunity. It's an opportunity for classy women to get together and just have a youthful spirit. Jump. Don't get caught in the cord line. You might fall over, but jump. Have a great time. Enjoy yourself. Use this exercise and this bonding opportunity as a point of therapy, some healing, some mental wellness. I don't know. Everything counts in this community nowadays. Anything that we could do that's low cost, high impact. The high impact is the bonding. The high impact is the social engagement. The high impact is the health, wellness, and fitness. All I can say, it's working. All across the country, folks are jumping for joy. Jumping for joy. The ladies of the community are hula hooping. I don't know if it's working, but they're hula hooping. They're doing the things that they need to do. I don't know. You find what you need to get your mental capacity back. Whatever you need, what we call mental health, social engagement, you find it. Maybe it's jump roping for you. Maybe it's not. It's an opportunity. Reach out to Cynthia. Get out to Indian Basin Sundays at 1 o'clock. Maybe you'll get out there, meet some new folks and have some fun and do some things that you used to do. Then we had the amazing Jamila. She's up juicing. She's advocating for community. She's bringing back the organic that we need in the food. We need opportunities to find other food bases, other opportunities. She's trying to put together a Black grocery store so that we can get healthy food, partnering with the farmers and the folks that are bringing healthy food back to the community. Shout out to Deep East Oakland, all my people out there that continues to bring community together, that's continuing to advocate and uplift Black people, continuing to find ways to be innovative. I just say, I need the juice. We heard about the bad food. We heard about the apartheid. We heard about the policy change that is needed. It is up to us. Community, reach out to Jamila. She's going to come back. We're going to give her an opportunity to come live cook, Teach the ladies of the community some meals, some recipes, some way that they can show love through food. There is a healing process that happened with food. Jamila is doing that. She's living that. Go juice up, community. Get some juices. Get the juices flowing. I don't know this weekend if we're going to have juices flowing, but we're going to get the juices flowing, community. After that, we had the amazing King, the brothers. Salute to the Kings Accountability Group. My guy, Ron G. He brought the energy. He brought the passion. He's talking about mentorship. He's talking about accountability, building up the young man in the community. Wow, what a phenomenal group. Sometimes, ladies, we need a man to teach our young men how to be men. Sometimes, ladies, you got to close your mouth and let the mentor. Ladies, let the brothers do their part. All I can say is shout out to all of the kings over there. My guy T-Top, all of the brothers that's holding each other accountable, but working with the young people. There's nothing we could do without passing the torch to our young brothers and sisters. We must do it. I'm looking forward to the Queen Accountability Group. Let's get our young sisters involved. We need to teach them womanhood, nurturing and femininity and how to cook. I don't know. We'll get it there. Shout out to my guy, Ron G, for always being on the ground, holding down for the people, that energy, that passion. Even during Ramadan, he's still full of energy. Let's go, Ron G. Shout out to the group and all of the fellas. And then lastly, the king was here. Yes, he's a doctor. Yes, he came from the community. Yes, he makes the people move. DJ Reggie, here to bless the people. All of the phenomenal work that he's doing. Reentry, substance abuse. It's a lot of things that he's doing to uplift the people. I believe in second chances. I always tell y'all, it's nothing like a man with a second chance. Sometimes you have to go through turmoil. Sometimes you have to go through the other side to get to the other side. You know, both sides. I'm just saying, Reggie is doing that. His testimony, his truth, his body of work, the things that he's done to help bring our community together. Music is healing. He's healing our community through music. He's uplifting the young man with the voices and the testimony of his life. He's continuing to inspire. He supports all people in the community. We need more men, not to compete, but uplift and lift each other and love on each other. That's what Reggie do. Thank you, Dr. Reggie, for all the work you're doing. To all my folks in D10, across the city, Fillmore, Hunters Point, even in the L's, we could do well together if we dwell together. Y'all heard what I said? We could dwell together and do well together. I don't know. Let's find some unity, community. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in. It is Tuesday night. It's been long. It's been on. Shots are still getting fired. We're blowing up the spot. We'll see you on this Sunday for another great conversation. For all of you tuning in this Thursday, check out our Educational Thursday, as we will have the General Parker and some phenomenal guests coming on to educate our community, as we do every Thursday. We try to intentionally bring education to our community so that we can uplift our community. Also, community, before we go, we're giving away some money. There's a survey. You see it on the screen. Make sure you take the survey. Somebody's going to get picked. We're going to bless somebody. I'm not going to tell you how much money you get. You're supposed to participate. Check out the survey. We're trying to find out ways to make this platform better, this organization better. We're going to continue to do our part to connect and uplift the community. Take the survey. Somebody's going to get blessed. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be. Take the survey. Somebody's getting blessed out there. All right, with that being said, put the dice up. Ayo, good night now, community. We'll see you Thursday. The bishop must leave now. Good night.